Barbie Dragons, my friends! Check this out! Kalino has done it again. She has created some brand new wonderful custom content so that you too can now have glorious dragons in The Sims 4. How amazing is this? Look at this guy! He's got little tail spikes. He's got little back spikes. He's got scales climbing up his stomach. He has got scales going down to his claws. He's got horns. He's got little gilly things. He's got wings. We have dragons in The Sims 4. How amazing is this? And just in time for Halloween once more. Oh boy, this is going to be perfect for so many of my witchy Sims. I can just imagine them having dragons. Now I need to get a castle. This is suddenly just transforming itself into something absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to have like a dragon breeding program going on with my witch Sims. Maybe they have to have a whole bunch of towers and collect crystals to take care of their dragons, and this is just fantastic. But you guys, we are back with more custom content by none other than Kalino, who you guys will have known to do so much of the custom content that has allowed us to create everything from cows to lions to let's see, what else have we had from her? Lemurs, squirrels, hares, pigs. Basically, all of the amazing wild animals that you have seen on so many of my Sims 4 videos before come from Kalino. You can find a link to her different projects down in the video description. And this particular project is her dragon project, the first phase of it, with the large dogs having 3 different types of dragon heads, different types of tails. We have got different types of claws. We've got wings, ready and waiting for you to transform any of the large dogs that you desire into your very own fire-breathing dragon. Fire not included, of course, but I'm sure your witchy Sims can just do one of those little inferno spells and set something on fire and you'll all be happy. Maybe. I'm not sure how happy your Sims would be about that, but I'm sure it would work out. But yes, so let's take a look at the different types of dragons that you can make using Kalino's new mod. This particular one, by the way, is going to be available for public access this week and is currently available for early access over on Kalino's Patreon, which is where I found it because I love supporting all of the creators who make one of my favorite games even better. And yeah, Kalino has definitely transformed what I can do with my animals thanks to all of her work. So we do have different types of pieces that you can put together in order to custom create your own dragon. And I thought it was going to be really hard because there's a lot more parts to the dragons than there are for a lot of the other creations that Kalino has provided. But we're going to build a dragon together in just a minute here, my friends. And it actually wasn't as hard as I thought, and it was super easy to create things like Spyro! Check it out! Look at this! I ended up making Spyro. Like, one of my Sims could now have Spyro as their very own pet, which just blows my mind. Look at how cool this is. And if you notice, we actually have a different type of horn and head shape with this dragon than we did with my Flameo dragon. And by the way, if you know where the Flameo reference is from, then high five. I want to see you in the comments for further inside jokes, my friends. But look right here, you can see the arches on the nose. There's even a little bit of a beak. You have got your fangs, and then leading back into kind of like a gill-like structure that we've got in the background, leading to a set of horns on this dragon. Then on the Spyro dragon, we actually have a much different face shape. So if you don't want something that's quite as bumpy for the nose ridge, and if you don't want something that kind of has like more of a frilled gill look, then you can go for this very classic archetype of dragon. Very, very nice. It was so much easier to actually color the dragon whatever I wanted it to be. I ended up making Spyro like in 2 seconds. I was really amazed. So we've got Spyro, who honestly I would kind of love to have a Spyro dragon with some of my magic Sims and then try to keep the purple dragon within the family tree for as long as we could. Even if we did end up breeding, say, with dogs, maybe you just need a little bit of magic pixie dust and you could continue to have them be dragons. but I'll show you guys how to build a dragon in just a little bit. But man, this is so cool. Look at the tail. There are two different types of tails actually, and I think I'm a sucker for this particular type of tail. But I'll come over here and I will show you guys. There is another type of tail that you can put on that doesn't have the little extra wing bit on the very end. Oh, that's so fun. So you can have just kind of like your scale tail if that's what you're going for. Just a reminder, Kalino has all sorts of other things like bones if you want to end up making a skeleton dog for Halloween. Very, very fun. And there's a third type of dragon head that I really fell in love with that ended up becoming an earth dragon that I put together really quickly again. It is so easy to build these dragons and there's so many different pieces that you can customize together. You can see this is another different head shape with the dragons and it has these glorious scales that just peek onto the back there. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the detail from the back. This is fantastic. This is the kind of stuff that really makes me feel like my Sims could have some really exotic animals that would add more to their world and to the stories of the worlds that they are in. But it was so easy to put together my little earth dragon that I named Mushroom here. And I will show you guys how simple it is. In fact, it just occurred to me, we probably should go ahead and get, say, maybe a dragon that looks a little bit more like Toothless. So let's try going for more or less an all black dragon. And of course, we're not going to have the broken back wing, but that's okay. But all right, so how would you, my friends, build a dragon? Well, first you would download the big dragon file for the mod. You would put it into your mods folder. Like I said, it is available on Kalino's Patreon right now for early access, or you can pop over and check out her stuff when it is publicly released in the near future. And then you're gonna make yourself a dog. We're gonna go ahead, okay, apparently we're starting with a Shar-Pei. I don't know how good a Shar-Pei would transform into a dragon. I think it needs to be a smaller dog, but we'll just start with what we have and I'll kind of show you guys how you could end up making your very own dragon. So we're gonna name this boy Toothless. Hello, Toothless. How are you doing? You're a mixed breed apparently. You're loyal, you're a hunter, you're active. Sounds awesome. You're gonna be our Toothless dragon. So if you want, you can go ahead and start with the tail. Ta-da! Look at that. We already have like a nice black tail. And then of course we want to give our dog the transformation into a dragon, kind of our own little spell that we're doing. Ooh, and I forgot about some of these other horns that I have. Those would be fun to try out. But then to give your dog the dragon look so you can really get the transformation going, you're going to look for one of the 3 different types of facial features, the dragon faces that Kalino has made. So this is one of the first ones. As you can tell, this looks kind of funky, but bear with us, guys. This is the one that happens to have a horn. So this is kind of like the extra horned dragon head. And then you can also pick from the one that has the frills. So you kind of have the frill gill look going on here. I really like that one if you're kind of going to model it off of a frilled lizard. And as you can see, the nose is a lot bumpier. It looks kind of weird right now, but hang in there, guys. This is how you build a dragon. All right, so we've got that face that we could choose from. And then there is, I need to find it. I have so many of her amazing mods, it can take me a second. But there is a third dragon head that I know is, this is her griffin beak, by the way, which is also very amazing, but not what I'm looking for just now. There it is. And then we have this really amazing style. Look at that, I love it. I really love it. I know it's not very like toothless-lessy, and he's also got some teethus, and Toothless does not have teeth. But we're gonna go ahead and leave this one because I really think it's amazing. So all right, we have the tail, we have the head. How do we build the rest of our dragon? You're gonna go ahead and come on down and find the wings. No, not the bat wings that Kalino has made, but the dragon wings. And boom! Instantly, once you click on the dragon wings, you're going to see a huge transformation. Let's see that again. Boom! Let's see. Dragon summoning spell. I'm not sure what that would be in like Harry Potter-esque spell language. Draco Summonus or Accio Draco. I'm not sure. But there we go. So this is how you're going to have all of the scale look to your dragon. And it really does make like a pretty instantaneous transformation, which I think is really cool. But there's still a couple things missing. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the bottom and you're going to find a new selection for claws. Now we are really talking. So now we actually have, whoa, huge claws too. This is like a very big boy dragon. So now we have the claws, and now you may be going, so close, but not quite there. I feel like I can still see the dog here. Can't blame you. That's easy to fix too. So you can come on over, you can go ahead, maybe randomize the eyes a little bit. I find that going with like the really, really ridiculous colored eyes, the really surreal ones, that looks really good. Really helps. Doing wider eyes really helps just to kind of make them feel a little more dragony. You can also go ahead and change the head shape. Don't forget that that is definitely something, if you're like, that just really wasn't fitting, that is really fitting. Look at this! Now we're really putting together a dragon. You can also change the color of the nose, which also really helps when you're trying to make your dragon blend in a little bit better. Look at how quickly it is transforming right in front of us. And it's a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite things to do now. To just try out different patterns. Look at our brindle striped dragon. Isn't that so cool? What if we want a spawny dragon? What if we end up wanting a boxer dragon? You can make a boxer dragon. How fun is that? Oh my gosh. I mean, look at these. And this is just, I feel like this is pretty significant transformation just from going ahead and being able to randomize some of the coat patterns. So this would be our all black dragon with plenty that we could still customize. I mean, you can change the body shape if you really want to. Look at that. Now he's like really, really thin boy. You could go ahead and, I kind of liked him as giant Shar-Pei dog. You can change, there we go. The colors too, which is, Dalmatian dragon. Give me that. Oh my gosh, he's a little pumpkin Dalmatian dragon. I love him. Look at how much fun that is. That's one of the best things I have been having happen with the dragon model so far is just like changing the different patterns and then jumping in and just clicking around and changing all of the colors that pop up just to see what the heck I end up creating. Out of all of the different wild animal creations I've ever been able to play with in The Sims 4, thanks to Kalino's mods, I feel like this is the first one where anything I throw at it kind of works. It's just really fun to go through. Oh my gosh, see what I mean? It's just really fun to go through, go ahead, and see what you're going to end up with these dragons. Now, one thing you do want to definitely be careful of while you are doing this, though, is watching what you are doing. Look at my dragon, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, oh this is so fun. But you do want to watch what you are doing with the fur type. So the fur type is the only thing that's really going to throw you off. If you start messing around with the fur type, then you're going to start having like the ears, you're gonna start, oh my gosh. Poodle dragon, I didn't know I wanted you in my life. Okay, you might want this. This may be the look that you are really going for. Poodle vampire dragon. Power to you if that's what you're looking for in life. Oh man, so you do want to be careful with the fur type though, because you are going to lose some of the detail on the tail. You might see some of the detail around the faces kind of get very odd. You might run, oh my gosh. You might run into some issues with different parts clipping, so keeping that fur really, really thin on your dragon is very important. Highly recommended. It's not like you can't have any fur. This is actually kind of a cool look. But you do want to keep it really, really thin, or else you're going to have things just popping out where probably you don't want them if you want to kind of keep the illusion going. But alright, let's go ahead and change the colors on this here dragon, since this is supposed to be toothless. And there you have it. Now we have got another dragon ready to go and join a magic family somewhere out there in my Sims world. Super easy. You could go ahead and try to assign a lot of this as pet clothing if you want to be able to make your dragon into a normal dog. In fact, let me go ahead and try this. So for example, if you want to pop over here and then say, take all that off, you can actually do that. So if you want your animal to transform dragon to dog, dragon, dog, dragon, dog, then you can do that as long as you are willing to give up the tail. So if you had, say, like a normal curly tail, then you could have a normal looking Labrador who, as soon as you whip out your magic wand, ta-da! He is now a dragon with a curly tail. So just use caution with that if you want to try to kind of keep the dragon illusion going, but of course you could always just make it so you have tailless dragons and solve that problem. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. It is so exciting to have this as another fantastic addition in the world of mods that continues to make my Sims 4 experience even better. If you could definitely go down and give your support to Kalino, because it is thanks to her amazing mods that we are able to accomplish so much, and keep your eyes out for some very, very special crossbreed challenges coming up with this new draconic touch. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!